Everybody, welcome back to the Ripple Effect podcast. Today, I want to talk to those of you who are either brand new to network marketing or maybe you've just joined a new company. First of all, congratulations. It's exciting, I know, and you're hopeful and you're motivated, and you're probably thinking, okay, now what? The problem is, everyone has an opinion. One person tells you to make a list, and another says, start posting on social media. Someone else says, host a party. Someone says, we don't do parties anymore. Pretty soon you're wondering who you're supposed to listen to. I've been in the industry over 20 years and I've started over more than once. In fact, I just recently rejoined a company myself, so all of these feelings are still pretty fresh. And honestly, I've probably made enough mistakes for both of us. So if I can save you a few years of trial and error, that's a win in my book. So today I want to share the 4 things I think are the most important during your first month. Not because they're flashy and not because of anything else, but because they build a foundation. Be coachable. The first one is important because this one sounds so obvious, but you'd be surprised how many people join a company and before they've even learned the basics, they're already trying to reinvent everything. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm all for new ideas. I love innovation. But if you're brand new, remember that there are people in your company who have been doing this for years. They've already made the mistakes and they figured out what works. So why not learn from them? Ask questions, take notes, be curious. You don't have to know everything on day one. Stay teachable. Learn the system before you change the system. The second thing kind of goes hand in hand with being coachable, right? Every company has a system. It might be videos, it might be three-way calls, or it might be a presentation on a website. Whatever it is, learn it first. One thing I see people do is join a company and immediately decide they're going to do everything differently. And maybe someday you will. But first, understand why the system exists. Network marketing is built on duplication. If the person who joins you can't repeat what you're doing because it's too complicated, it's going to be very difficult to build momentum. Simple usually wins. And you don't have to be the smartest person in the room. In fact, it's better not to be. You just have to be someone else can follow. Third, start building your brand. Okay, you knew this one was coming if you've watched any of my content at all. You probably knew I couldn't get through in an episode without talking about the personal branding, and I make no apologies for it because I honestly wish someone had taught me this 20 years ago. Here's the thing. Your company is important, yes, but especially if it's established, people already know the name. If they said to themselves, I want to join X company, all they need to do is go find a great sponsor. So the key is to stand out in a crowd. Unfortunately, I don't know anyone actually doing that, but you still need to stand out in a sea of other reps. Your products are important. Yes, absolutely. Get familiar with those products. Know what you're selling, obviously, but don't start memorizing or worse, sharing all that on social media. People will think they know all of that, have to know all of that too, and will say, no, thank you, mighty quick. You are the one people are going to remember. Companies come and go, but your reputation follows you everywhere and people join people. So that's why I encourage people to start building their own brand from day one. Share your story. And if you don't have one yet, tell other people's stories. Share what you're learning and share why you're excited. People do not expect you to be an expert. They just want to see someone who's genuine. And the key to start branding yourself early is because it's going to take you a minute. And in the meantime, you follow the system they give you. So inside Ripple Effect next week, we're actually talking all about the personal branding because I truly believe it's one of the best investments you can make, not just for this company, but for your future. Fourth is pick one platform. Now, let me save you a little frustration. Please don't try to be everywhere. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Threads, LinkedIn, Pinterest, and whatever other platform pops up this month. Trust me, I've tried it. It's exhausting. Instead, just pick one, just one. Learn how it works. And what I mean by that is that each platform has a type of content that works best. So do your research and go from there depending on which content you enjoy making most. And also figure out what kind of content people respond to. Remember, the attention span is very short. Another consideration is visibility. You can do this with your face or faceless. People trust faces better in network marketing. Then decide if this is something you want your friends and family to know about, or maybe you want to market to a cold audience. Either way, there are also platforms that fit these situations better than others. Either way you do it, show up consistently, get comfortable, and then if you want to branch out later, go for it. Because there's amazing tools that will help this. But trying to master 6 platforms at once usually means you're never really going to master any of them. I'd rather you see you become known on one platform than be invisible on 5. Consistency beats complexity every time. So if you're in your first 30 days, don't put so much pressure on yourself to have everything figured out. Your goal right now isn't to become a top earner overnight. Your goal is to build a solid foundation, stay coachable, learn your customer's company system, start building your personal brand, and commit to one social platform before chasing every shiny object on the internet. If you do those 4 things consistently, you'll already be ahead of a lot of people who started before you. If you want to try out a little homework, I've got an assignment. This week, I want you to pick one social media platform. That's it. Not 3, not 5, just 1. And commit to showing up there consistently for the next 30 days. Learn it, experiment, and have fun with it. Don't worry about being perfect. Just keep showing up. I think you'll be surprised how much progress you can make when you stop trying to do everything and start trying to be really good at one thing. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. And if this episode helped you, I'd really appreciate it if you'd subscribe and share it with another network marketer who's just getting started. And if you're looking for a community that's focused on modern marketing, personal branding, and practical training, we've got some AI tools. And what we're doing most is we're helping some good people get seen. I'd love to invite you to check out the Ripple Effect community. The link's in the description. And until next time, keep creating ripples.